Did you know that over 70% of so-called cat behavior problems aren't actually your cat's fault, but ours? It happens because we keep breaking the invisible etiquette cats expect us to follow. And when we miss those rules, they don't complain in words, they retreat, swat, or quietly give up. But here's the secret. Once you learn these hidden rules, your cat sees you differently. The bond deepens, the trust grows, and suddenly life together just makes sense. So today, let's unlock the unspoken rules cats expect you to follow. And number 6 might completely change the way you pet your cat forever. It feels natural to lock eyes with your cat, gazing into their soul like a rom-com star. But to cats, a long stare isn't affection. It's a challenge. In the wild, it's the prelude to a fight. Even among friends, cats glance, blink, and move on. That's why your cat may swat you when you hold their gaze too long. Instead, give them the slow blink, soften your eyes, close them halfway, pause, then reopen. This is the feline handshake for peace. Behaviorists call it the cat smile, and research shows cats are more likely to approach people who use it. When your cat blinks back, that's not coincidence, it's a love note written in whiskers. Does your cat slow blink back at you too? Tell us in the comments. We all know the temptation. Your cat strolls by and suddenly you're on the floor, arms out like a desperate groupie. But here's the thing. Cats prefer to initiate contact. Autonomy is their love language. When they choose to climb into your lap or press their face into your hand, that's real connection. Studies show cats given control over interactions stay longer and return more often. Think about it. A cuddle they initiate feels like a gift. A cuddle you force feels like a trap. So the rule is simple. Let them come to you. It may feel passive, but it's the ultimate respect. And once they realize you'll never force them, that's when you get the long lap sessions, the deep purrs, and yes, the need you into mashed potatoes moment. If you've ever seen your cat rub their face on your couch, your jeans, or even your laptop, they're not just scratching an itch. They're building a scent map. By leaving tiny pheromone markers, cats create a personal geography of safety. This smells like me, so I belong here. When we wash blankets too often or rearrange favorite nap spots, we don't just tidy, we erase their map. Imagine coming home to find your furniture rearranged and your pillow sprayed with lemon cleaner instead of your scent. Confusing, right? To respect the rule, change things gradually. Keep one unwashed blanket near a new bed or place a toy they've marked in the new space. Watch them rub and reclaim it. It's like watching them redraw the borders of their tiny kingdom. If you love learning about your cat, hit subscribe for weekly surprises. Here's a wild fact. Cats don't really meow to each other once they're adults. That voice? It's a language invented just for humans. Studies even show cats adjust the tone and pitch of their meows depending on how we respond. It's not random noise, it's communication tailored for you. So when you ignore it, they don't just stop. They adapt. Sometimes by meowing more, sometimes by giving up. That silence isn't peace, it's resignation. Next time your cat meows, don't brush it off. Even a soft "hey buddy" or eye contact tells them your voice matters. And when their voice matters, trust deepens. Think about it. Your cat designed an entire language just to talk to you. Isn't that worth answering? Even the cuddliest lap cat hates feeling trapped. Safety to a cat means knowing they can leave at any time. If you've ever seen your cat hesitate in a doorway, tail twitching, that's not indecision, it's risk assessment. They're scanning escape routes before entering, so the rule is simple. Never block the exits. Leave doors cracked, avoid boxing them in with guests or children, and don't restrain them when they want down. Ironically, the more freedom they feel, the more likely they are to stay. Cats are paradoxical like that, but it's honest. Their love is strongest when it's freely given. We're conditioned to treat pets like dogs. Long strokes down the back, belly rubs, heavy pats. For cats, that's often sensory overload. They prefer concentrated affection. Head, cheeks, chin, maybe the base of the tail if you've truly earned it. Anything else can feel like too much, too fast. Body language tells you when you've crossed the line. Ears twitch, skin ripples, tail flicks. That's your stop sign, follow it. Light, rhythmic strokes, brief and respectful, are better than marathon massages. Think of it as a polite handshake, not a wrestling match. Break this rule and you'll meet the claws department. Keep it, and you'll have a purring, needing best friend. When your cat is loafing in a sunbeam, paws tucked, eyes half closed, that's not just napping, that's sacred. Interrupting with kisses then is like barging into someone's meditation session. Sure, you might get away with it, but you've broken the code. Cats invite affection on their terms. Sometimes they'll chirp, stretch, or roll slightly to open the door. Other times they tuck tighter and sigh. That's your cue to back off. Cats remember who respects their peace and reward it with trust. Violate it too often and you'll find yourself permanently downgraded from chosen lap to background furniture. Cats are masters of silent signals. A flicking tail doesn't mean happiness. It means stimulation, even irritation. Purring can signal comfort, but also stress or pain. Belly up may be a sign of trust, or a clever trap. The key is context, pair posture, ears, eyes, and tail to decode the truth. Evolution shaped cats to rely on subtle cues because silence kept them safe in the wild. Learn their code and you'll stop misreading stress as affection. Or worse, affection as aggression. Once you understand, you realize cats aren't mysterious. They're crystal clear. You just need to speak their language. The litter box isn't just a utility, it's a vulnerable zone. When your cat uses it, they're exposed, and any discomfort there can spark stress. Dirty litter, scented perfumes, noisy locations, or covered boxes that trap smells, all can cause avoidance. The golden rules. 1 box per cat plus 1 extra. Clean once or twice daily. Unscented litter, quiet corner, open top if possible. Follow this rule and you prevent stress, accidents, and health problems. Break it and your cat's revenge might show up right on your bedspread. Humans think routine is boring. Cats think routine is safe. Predictable meal times, consistent nap spots, familiar rituals. These aren't dull, they're stability. Even small disruptions like moving furniture or skipping playtime can unsettle them. Build rituals instead. A morning greeting, an evening cuddle spot, a daily play session. The more predictable their world feels, the more confident and affectionate they become. For cats, stability isn't dull, it's love. Not every bond is built on play or cuddles. Sometimes the deepest trust is shown when your cat simply chooses to exist near you. On the windowsill while you read, curled on the couch during your movie, or watching birds together in silence. This isn't passive, it's intimacy. Cats are experts at presence. They don't need words or constant touch to connect. If they sit near you in silence, they're saying, "I trust you enough to just be." That's one of the greatest compliments a cat can give. Researchers recently discovered something fascinating. Cats are curious explorers, but only when they feel secure. In studies, cats were quicker to approach new toys when placed back in familiar spots, showing how much context matters. It's not that cats are aloof. They're cautious scientists testing the world one paw at a time. Respect their pace and you'll see their curiosity bloom. Rush them and they retreat. Patience isn't just a virtue. It's the key to unlocking your cat's adventurous side. Here's the truth. Cats don't need us to be perfect. They just need us to listen. Every slow blink, every meow, every quiet presence. It's their way of saying, "Choose me." And when we follow their rules, they choose us right back. Tell us in the comments which rule your cat lives by most. Then head over to our cat behavior and bonding, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that will bring you and your cat closer than ever.